All right, guys. So I'm going to do another comic review, another book sent to me by my friend Chris. Thank you as always, brother. Today we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Prime Volume 2. I did a review of this several months ago, and I know the series is basically ending. So yeah, I think it's ending at issue 16. I don't know what exactly the plan is going forward for Power Ranger comics. Um, going forward, I don't really know what the plan is for Power Ranger comics because um, after this ends, they haven't really said anything. Boom Studios hasn't really said anything. They still have the comic license, but I'm kind of getting worried that this might be the last stand of the Power Ranger comics because after the initial Mighty Morphin comic run by Kyle Higgins and Ryan Parrott, the series has just been kind of there. Like it's very much like how in the original IDW Transformer uh, continuity when they ended with the Unicron story, and then they just when they did the reboot didn't really go anywhere. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling, and then they eventually lost the rights, and now we're in the Energon universe. So I don't know what is so. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that the Power Ranger comics are basically just going to be uh, going away somewhere, but I don't know. There hasn't really been a lot of talk after when Prime ends at issue 16. And for the lack of a better word, I can understand why the comic has been kind of low on a lot of people's radar after reading this. The first volume had a lot of potential. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought it was kind of cool of this world. Which, by the way, let's actually, since it's been a while since I've talked about the world in question, let's actually talk about this this whole world. Or let's talk about the world in question or the story of Power Rangers Prime just to catch everyone back up. Basically, in Power Rangers Prime, this is an alternate universe where the Altarans have conquered Earth and more like made it a refugee planet for all these other alien races. And and they really don't like the Power Rangers. We don't know why they have a problem with the Power Rangers yet. Again, I'm reading in trade, so I wouldn't know. But they basically have power with the VR Troopers. Yeah, this basically merges the VR Troopers with that. And I don't even know if that comic's still going. They made a big stink of bringing the VR Troopers into the universe, but it really doesn't feel like it. So we have a different version of Rita Repulsa creating the Power Rangers from several different kids. We have a female Red Ranger, a pink male Ranger. I also love the fact that it was announced recently that we're more than likely getting a female Power Ranger, female Red Ranger, excuse me, for the new Disney reboot of Power Rangers, and it's been a resounding okay. Everyone's kind of there are some people who are I don't want a female Red Ranger. There's always going to be that, but the resounding across the fan base has been, oh, okay, because we've had this for years now. We've had female Red Rangers, even in the continuity. Didn't Samurai have a Red Ranger, and then Cosmic Fury did too? Yeah, so this is nothing new, but yeah, so Rita and this team of called the Power Rangers Prime are trying to fight against the government. But boy, is this comic disjointed. This comic doesn't feel like it's not that it's been so long I've forgotten the characters. It's more like everything is so erratic, and they just don't seem to. The writer of this comic, Melissa Flores, doesn't really seem to have a solid ground of where time is. We have these flashbacks to make us care about these characters, but on a whole, this team doesn't feel properly united after 4 issues, and then everyone split up in this book, and it doesn't feel like there's kind of a unity. And I get it, you're trying to put that on its head of trying to have a different kind of Power Rangers feel, and I get it. That's kind of interesting, but I don't feel anything for these characters yet. They do heavily imply that we'll probably get our first openly gay couple in Power Rangers, but I don't feel the romance there. It just feels like these two characters have just kind of looked at each other longingly, and it's like that meme, or what was it, that YouTuber was like, oh, they fucking. It's like that. And yes, I'm aware fan fiction does have that effect. But yeah. Rita is always fun because it is basically like, imagine Rita if she was good. So imagine like if she was just the Mystic Mother the whole time. But yeah, there doesn't really seem to be any cohesion, and also like the characters don't feel very like, why should I be grasping towards these characters, because they all feel like they all just don't feel right. Like they all just don't feel like proper characters. None of them feel fleshed out, and maybe it's because like we only got 16 issues, but none of them feel like, there's no one character I can really grab onto and be like, oh, that's cool. Even the lead female Red Ranger it takes a backseat here. Really the only one is Rita, and that's because mostly she's a known character. I'm not saying I don't want like Billy or something like that, but like there's no reason to care about these characters. And again, characters are like gone and then they come back with no explanation, and I'm just like with whiplash because we also don't get anything regarding like time connection, and also like, oh, it's the past but now we're in the present. When did we get to that breaking point? I don't know. We do get the tease of a Green Ranger, and I do know that Rita does become the Green Ranger in this continuity, but I don't know if I want to read this anymore. Like the first volume had a lot of cool potential, but people were warning me that like be prepared for a drop off, and the drop off came pretty hard. So I don't know if I want to continue with volume 3 because I was so off put. It was 4 issues long, that's why it was so fast to read it, but good God, was it a slog to get through. Anyway, I don't know. Chris, I appreciate the comics, but like, you always tell me to be honest. So I'm being honest. Anyway, so yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this volume of Power Rangers Prime? Do you guys want me to stop, or do you think it was like, no, give it one more, give it volume 3, it picks up. Yeah, because there are things I like. I like the potential of a lot of this, but there's a lot that it's holding it back. Anyway, yeah, just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm out.